with your irons?
I feel okay about my short game for the most part. My T-ball is okay, but my irons just are so inconsistent, and I don't know what to do about it. So.
Okay, so today what I'm hearing is that the main thing you'd like to do is be able to learn how to make better contact with your irons.
Yep.
Have some sort of game plan to a swing thought or some sort of feeling.
Drills, whatever it takes, because I hit behind it almost every time.
Okay, all right. Well, do you mind tell me a little bit about your history? Do you have any aches or pains or any knee replacements? Or
No, I've got a heel pain. I've got the plantar fasciitis in my right heel.
Okay.
I don't know if that prevents me from getting off my right side, but
okay.
I know I don't have the best mobility in my hips, but I've been working on it. So.
Okay, so really what I'm hearing is just some foot pain in the right foot. Hips feel good, nothing in the shoulders.
No, good there.
Good there. Okay, what about neck rotation? How are you in your neck rotation? Pretty good?
I feel so, yeah.
Okay.
So.
What about balance? Because you said you got some plantar fasciitis, can you stand on one foot? Does it hurt if you're on one foot versus the other? So the balance is pretty good on the left side. How does that feel? Does that hurt? Painful?
No,
it's okay. All right. Well, I know that it's kind of middle of the day, so I'm certain you've been up and around. But if you wouldn't mind, maybe we'll do a little bit of dynamic stretching.
Okay.
I can show you a couple things that'll be helpful for you to kind of get loose before you swing.
Great.
So obviously, we use a lot of lower body movement, and we want to have good mobility in that. So I love doing just some swinging my leg, kind of just back and forth a little bit. Good. Maybe give me 6, 8 of those, just kind of back and forth. How's that feel?
Yeah, I feel it.
A little tight?
No, I like it, but I feel it in my heel.
Okay, well maybe we should not do that leg. How about the other leg?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
I like to use the club for stability so I don't fall over.
Me too.
Good. All right, good. And then I like this leg swing in front. I really feel like it helps open me up for external and external rotation.
Do I turn my hips when I do it? Or
yeah, I use the club for stability a little bit. So, I mean, it's kind of whatever feels good to you.
Okay.
It just kind of helps loosen you up a little bit. Yeah. Feel all right?
Yep.
All right, any pain there?
Nope.
Nope, okay. Now, the last one that we're going to do, because we're obviously going to use our arms, is I just call these swimmers. Are you a swimmer? Ever been in the water?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. I love to swim.
Me too.
All right, put your hands together, and you kind of just make like a forward motion stroke. Yep.
Oh, it
good.
feels good.
All right, cool. Couple of those.
Good.
Nice, yeah.
Good.
And then I like to go backwards.
Good.
Yep. Good?
Yeah, that feels good.
All right. Now, so we're going to work on the iron. So what club you got there?
This is a 7.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and start making a few little short swings just to try to loosen things up a little bit. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to do a little bit of observing.
Sure.
Okay.
So just half swings right now?
Yeah, just kind of some half swings and work into some full swings for me. I notice you've got quite a nice set of pings here.
I love them.
Did you get fit for them?
I did.
Yeah, I see orange dots. So,
yep, I love them.
all right, they look fairly new. Had them about a year or so?
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2? Okay, very good. When you're ready, you can go ahead and fire away.
Full swing?
Yeah, whatever's comfortable. I would say that one looked pretty good.
That was clean. Normally,
yeah.
Like I said, I'd hit them fat 90% of the time, so that was better contact.
So heaviness is what I'm hearing, that you're really struggling with hitting a little bit more behind the golf ball.
Right.
Okay.
And I get no contact with the ball, and it just goes 50 yards.
All right, so no distance is what I'm hearing.
Right.
Okay. That's pretty good rotation there.
Well, that was off the heel.
A little bit off the heel.
Yep.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, I can hit it fat, or if I hit it fairly cleanly, I don't take a divot.
Okay. All right. So either a little bit fat or thin.
I guess that's,
all right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take a look at your grip for a second.
Okay.
Can you see 2 knuckles on that left side?
Yes.
Good. Do you mind if I touch you?
That's fine.
Okay. So does oh yeah, so that grip that feels pretty strong to me. So on a scale of like 1 to 10, 1 being very loose, 10 being real tight, where would you describe your
Grip pressure.
grip pressure? Yeah.
6.
6? Okay. So are we being consistent in that grip pressure throughout the golf swing? Do you know?
I don't know. I think so. Maybe I get a little bit loose at the top.
Okay. All right. So good grip pressure. 2 knuckles in the left hand. Good.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. So that's the one right there.
That's the one you need to see. Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Wow, you do a lot of really good things. I see. I really do like your grip. I've already taken a quick peek at alignment, so to make sure that your shoulders, your hips, and your feet are all square to the target. That looks pretty good. One thing that I am seeing a little bit, like you said, in order to cause it to be a little bit heavy, I'm not seeing a real good transition from the right foot to the left foot. Are you following what I'm saying there?
Yes. Yes.
So if you wouldn't mind, would you mind just standing right here, and I'm going to give you
Sure.
give you an example here.
Yep.
So one thing that I think is very helpful to get a feeling of transition would be when if you put your feet together and you go ahead and you take the club back, I want you to leave your back facing the target,
Okay.
and I want you to step forward and really try to feel your weight move to your left foot. But I don't want you to swing down, okay? So I'm going to do it again. Our feet are going to be close together. We're going to swing the club back, step into your left foot, and just see what that feels like.
Stop there?
Yeah, stop there. I just want to give you an idea of what it feels like to move into that left side and have a little bit better sequencing in the golf swing. So leave your back towards the target. Yep, there you go. Step. Does that feel different? Feel like you're getting into your left side?
I feel a lot more right here.
Okay. Is that an awkward motion for you?
It's not what I'm used to, but
Okay.
I'm here to learn and
All
do
right.
something different, I hope. So
All right. Well, give me a couple more of those where I'm going to just give you an opportunity just to kind of see what it. There you go. Good. Let's do that again. Good. Okay. Do you feel like you're getting a little bit more comfortable with that?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now the next part of this is, would you mind if I get you to stand in front of me again?
Sure.
Good. All right. So the next piece of this, Cindy, is as you take that club back, I want you to step out to the side, keeping that foot parallel. I don't want you to open it up. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna feet together, swing the club back, step, and then I want you to follow through. And what I'm looking for is to see where your weight is in that left foot to allow some nice rotation towards the target, okay?
So I'm learning to rotate my hips by.
Well, we're actually learning to first transfer our weight from the backswing to start down first before we over-rotate, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
I don't want you to hit one yet. I got to get you to get a little bit of an idea of the sequence of this.
Feet together.
Yeah, let's start with our feet together. So you're going to take the club back, and as you take the club back, I want you to step and swing through. There you go. All right. How about give me a few more of those? I know it's very, very different feeling. Okay. What did that one? How was that for you?
Bad sequence.
Bad sequence. Okay. Are you feeling the weight transfer into your left side when you step?
That time I did not.
Okay. All right. Let's try it again. So you're a little bit off balance there, yeah?
I'm not shifting the weight. I'm stepping, but
Well-
I'm not shifting.
Well, actually, what's happening there is everything's coming down all at one time. So when you step, what I'm trying to get is a little bit of separation, okay? So when you take that club to the top, I'm trying to get you to leave the club here,
Okay.
step into the left side. Now when you fire down and through, you've got better balance.
Okay.
So what happens when you fall forward like that is when you take the club to the top and everything rotates at the same time, your weight ends up more towards your
Oh,
toes.
that makes sense.
And it causes you to get a little bit of stuck and into the ground, a little bit heavy.
All right, so leave my back facing the target and step.
Yeah, exactly. That's one way I like to try to think about it. Okay, so let's try it a couple more times. I like like that right there. I could tell you were really trying to get a sense for when you stepped, were you over there? Okay. Can you try that again for me? How was that one?
That was a lot better.
Lot different?
Yeah.
All right, cleaner. You ready for me to tee one up?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here, just for a few, is I'm just going to tee them up because I want us to kind of be in the same direction each time. And if you wouldn't mind, I really do enjoy using alignment rods.
Okay.
They kind of just help give you a reference point of where you're going to aim. So as long as your feet don't have to touch that line, as long as they're just going in the same direction, that'll be good.
Okay.
So this time we're going to actually try to do that drill when we hit. Are you comfortable with that? Yeah.
Sure.
So how I want you to get into it is I want you to go and take your normal setup. Good. And now from there you're going to put your feet together. So you're just going to move your left foot to your right foot.
Oh,
And
the ball's way out in front.
yeah, that's right. So actually it won't be because you started
step.
here.
That's right.
When you get here, as you step, you put yourself right back where you would be in the swing.
All right, that makes sense.
If you're too uncomfortable with this, we can try something
No,
different.
I'll try it.
Okay.
I got to learn.
All right. Swing back and step. How was that one? How did you like the sound of that?
Yeah, that was nice. I liked it. I mean, I know it was on a tee, but that was more effortless.
A little bit effortless? Okay. And how about contact? Did that feel like it was more in the center of the face, or was it on the toe? Or?
No, it was center. I don't feel like I got all of it, but it was much more centered.
Okay. How about give me one more practice swing before you hit this one? And I just want you to really try to think about the sequence of stepping into your left side. So you're going to step, then turn. Yes. Could you feel that that club kind of whipped you around a little bit more without you maybe having to try as much?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, fire away. When you're ready. Feet together. We're going to do this drill again. Good. Swing back and step. Okay. All right, not bad.
Does that mean I swing down at the same time I step?
Yeah, what happens is there is no separation there. So when you step, everything went together. So again, I think that how about let's try something. I'm going to add to this. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Okay. So I want you to go ahead and get your setup for me. Go ahead and take it to the top and stop. Feet together. Okay. Swing back. All right, I'm going to just kind of give you a little bit of resistance here. I want you to step forward and make sure, right now, where would you say your weight is? That's exactly right. So you step, but you really have not transferred your weight. Okay? So I want you, if I give you an example here, if I swing my arms back and step, can you see where my weight's going? My left knee's getting a little bit more flexed. I'm really shifting my weight into my left foot. Is that okay?
Can you hold my shoulders
Sure.
and let me try it again?
Sure. Swing it back, step. That's different. Now you would swing from there. Now that club's going to bottom out more at or in front of the golf ball. Okay, let's try that again. Feet together, step. Okay, where's your weight right now? And it was actually moving more towards your toe. Okay, so if you stand behind me for a second, I want you to watch. If I swing the club to the top, feet together, swing the club to the top, and I step towards my toe, I'm going to want to slam that club in the ground, okay?
Right.
So what I'd like to see you try is, as you swing that club back, you're going to step to the side. My weight's in my left side here. Now, I can rotate and have nice balance, okay? Is your foot okay?
Yep.
Okay. Good.
I think I point my toe out
You do.
because of my hip.
Because of your hip?
It makes it easier for me to rotate.
Okay. All right. You've just said something real quick. Do you mind if I just do a quick test? All right. So, just for a quick second, I'm going to put you. All right. I just want to do a quick test of what your hips look like.
Okay.
So I want you just to come stand right in here. Do you mind?
No.
Right here. I'm going to put your. I want you to put your club right across your hips.
Okay.
Put one foot behind now the other foot. Okay. Okay. I would say that that's pretty good. You've got pretty good mobility in each side. Did that hurt at all?
On my right heel, that hurt.
Oh, on your right heel.
Because of my heel.
Okay, so when you turn back because you're standing on that left foot
Right.
for rotation. Okay.
That hurt my heel.
Okay. Okay. So does it hurt in the golf swing when you make a move at it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know if I'm really. It shouldn't because I'm getting my weight, but I feel that a little bit in this hip right here, right now.
A little bit right there.
I feel that in that hip.
Okay.
That move. I mean, that's the weight transfer I'm after, right?
Okay.
Right.
Right. But when you transfer, I don't want you to slide out. When you transfer, it's more of your knee coming over your right.
And it's to my left heel, not my left toe.
Correct. Correct. So when you're making that transfer from the top, Cindy, I want you to feel like you're actually moving your weight more forward, keeping it in the center of your foot, but you're not sliding out. So I don't want you to slide out. I want you to move the kneecap a little bit more forward. There. Does that feel different than a slide?
Yes.
Okay.
It's almost like a sit.
Yeah, that's more of a squatting feel.
And I feel it in my knee. I mean, not bad, but I feel it. It doesn't
Okay.
hurt.
Okay.
It's
All
like
right.
my knee is holding it.
Okay. And then from there, go ahead and show me that again. From there, then you post and rotate up. Does that hurt when you do that? So a little bit pushing off of the foot?
No, because my weight's already over here.
Okay.
I'm not pushing off.
Okay, that's right, because you've already transferred the weight.
Right.
Okay. So you want to try that again?
Yes.
All right. And if you don't want to go with the feet together, I'm okay with that. Go ahead and take your normal setup, take it to the top. I want you to leave your back facing the target and give me a little bit of feeling like you're pushing that knee cap a little bit more over your right toe. There you go. Good. Good. Very good. All right.
On a tee, okay?
Sure. And I'm going to get you back on off of the turf here in a second, okay?
Yes.
How about, can you make at least one practice swing for me with this
New feeling?
yeah, the way you're trying to feel your weight move into your right, your left. There you go. Good. Okay. How's that?
Cleaner.
Cleaner? Okay. You ready to give it a try?
Yes.
Okay.
Closer.
How was that contact?
Not good, but I mean, not on the center,
Okay.
but it was cleaner.
Okay.
And I felt better rotation.
Okay. So how was your balance?
Not great, I don't think.
Okay. Did you fall over?
No?
No? Okay. All right. I'm going to let you hit one just off of the deck.
You're gonna let me?
Yeah. Is that good? Would you like for me to tee it up?
No, I'm okay.
I like that rotation there. How was that for you?
And again, I felt the weight on my left knee. I felt rotation, but the club face was just black.
Okay, so you still don't feel like you got a lot of golf
It's
ball.
just kind of
Okay.
Now that's a club face issue, I guess, but I can feel it in my left knee more.
Okay. All right. Well, can we keep working on trying to really get that weight moving into that left side, and then I'd love to see you get a nice post up and hold your balance. Hold your follow through for me. That one sounded quite nice. Good balance. Still not
Just skidding right off the toe. I just feel like they're there and sliding right off the toe.
sliding off the toe. Okay. All right.
But again, not fat,
Okay.
and I can feel it in my knee, and I can feel the rotation.
Okay. So when you're feeling it in your knee, there's no pain,
No.
correct? Okay.
I just feel the shift
Okay.
going to the knee.
Okay. Would you mind if I look at your grip one more time?
That's fine.
So it sounds to me like they're cleaner, they're not heavy,
Right.
but they're kind of sliding off the club face.
Right.
So how about let's rotate our grip and make it a little bit stronger. And what I mean by that is let's rotate our left hand just a little bit more on top, maybe see just over 2 knuckles, and let's see if that helps square the club face up.
Okay.
Okay.
My right hand stays where it is.
Yeah. Yep. That's good. Good ball position. that a little bit better in the club face? Okay. You know, one thing I notice when I'm standing face on here is it looks like you might have the club face just slightly open at setup.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes.
So if we want to kind of just roll that club, get it a little bit more square at setup, and let's see if that helps. How comfortable are you, or how do you like the drill, the stepping drill? Can you really feel the transition into your left side, or is that a little bit uncomfortable for you?
It takes a lot of thought.
A lot of thought. Okay.
The key is that if I feel it in my knee, no, not pain, but if I feel the weight coming to my knee,
Yeah.
then I know I've done it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, or maybe we could think about the weight moving into your left thigh. You know, because ultimately what we're after is using the ground as leverage, okay? So as we swing that, as we transition our weight into our left side, if I'm pushing down on the ground, as momentum swings down, what's the ground going to do? We want to be able to use the ground as leverage to push up and post up into our left side, okay?
What does post up mean?
Post up means as we rotate into the ball and as that club comes down, we want to straighten up our left leg and let our hips rotate. So we're kind of using the ground as leverage. So when you arrived, you were, like you said, you were hitting the ball a little bit heavy, kind of drop kicking it. So as I watched, you were really hanging back on that back foot. And when you swing from the top and you hang back, it causes you to deliver the club a little bit into the turf. So it might hit a little bit behind, it might bounce into the ball. Every now and then you catch one solid. Yeah.
Exactly.
So what we've really tried to do today is I'm trying to find a way to get you to work on getting that weight moving a little bit more into your left side. So then as that club whips around, you can use the ground as leverage and post up.
Post up.
Yep. Boy, that looked like it had some speed there.
Yeah, that felt better.
That felt better?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe a little bit stronger grip with the left hand. So let's see if we can square that face up. How about give me a little bit more, can you square the face just a little bit more? Good.
That's square?
That's square. Yep. I'm sure it looks a little bit different. Maybe we can see what it feels like. How was your balance there? Is that different for you or still a little bit more on the toe? Or how would you?
Okay, I almost took a divot, which doesn't happen very often, so I like that, but I still feel like
That the club face is still not getting back to square? Okay. But we're doing a good job of not hitting heavy behind the ball.
that's true.
Okay.
That's true. Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing with my legs and hips?
Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. I like what I'm seeing. Look like you got the club face squared up on that one.
Yeah. That looks like I pulled it though, but yeah, that was much more solid in the center.
A little bit more in the club face?
Yes.
Okay. Well, how about, would you mind if I give you kind of two different things that maybe you could work on
Right.
over the course of the next week or so, and then we can possibly meet again and see how things
That's
are
what I
going?
want to do, yep.
Okay. So one of them is going to be real simple. If you'll stand right here in front of me, I'm going to demonstrate because I'd like to see you continue to work on better rotation in the hips without any pain. So the first one would be you just kind of stand straight up and down. You can put your hands on your hips, and then all I want you to do is rotate towards your target and hold your balance. So what you're looking for when you do that is that the toes are a little bit up, yeah, and that your hips are pointed, your belly's pointed towards the target. So you want to come over here for me?
Without a club.
Yeah, without a club. Hands on your hips. Good, and all I want you to do is rotate your hips, and I want to be able to see the bottom of your right shoe when you're done. Good. How was that with your balance?
I feel a little pain in my left hip.
A little bit of pain. Okay, well, how about this? Let's flare out your left toe just to here and see if that helps us rotate with less pain. Is that a little bit better? Okay. So does that seem doable for you to work on? I mean, that's something you can do at home. You don't need to be out at the golf course just to work on a little bit of rotation to get that feeling of moving into your left side.
Do I feel the knee shift before I turn, or is this just a turn?
Well, that's just a turn. I just want to work on a turn so you can feel what it feels like to get rotated and posting up in that left side. Okay, the next one that I wouldn't mind seeing is obviously at the golf course. I think back to, if you recall the drill that we did here. I'm going to give you one more. It's this similar. You asked me a few minutes ago about what it feels like to kind of post up, or what does that mean?
Yeah.
So have you ever played other sports, basketball or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. So imagine if you're standing here dribbling a basketball, okay, and we worked on the kind of pushing down weight, the left kneecap going over your left foot, left toe.
Yeah.
From here, if I have a ball, I want to be able to push up, turn, and kind of bounce that ball in the net, okay? So from here, I'm going to bounce the ball. I'm going to, my knees bent, my weight's in my left thigh. I'm going to rotate and be able to shoot the ball in the hoop, okay?
Just jump off of the 1 foot.
That's right. So it's my weight's on my left side, and I'm able to use the ground as leverage, and which creates power.
Okay.
All right. I know it's a little bit strange to do, but maybe you could give that a go and see what it feels like.
So load into my left side like I'm going to jump.
Yep. You got a ball. You're going to rotate, and yeah. What does that feel like? How was that for you?
I definitely felt the pushing off.
Okay. You want to try it one more time? Good. How was that?
I'm not going to jump.
Okay, that's all right. You don't have to jump. All right. Well, you want to do another practice swing, see what it feels like, and then we'll hit another one?
Yeah.
Oh, that one had some power on it.
Well, that was the pushing.
The pushing,
Yeah.
pushing. Okay. Good. You want to try it again? One more, and then let's hit one.
Okay.
All right.
That felt good.
Good. You want to pull the ball up? A little bit heavy. Yep. Okay. So, do you know, after what we've talked about today, do you have any thoughts on why that might have occurred?
Yes. Let's see. From the top, oops, everything came down at once.
Yes. So, what would you do if you were out here by yourself without me to watch? What would be one of your thoughts that you might go to? That's nice. Feel your weight moving into that left thigh? Now you have power to rotate up on it. Good. Okay. Want to try another one?
Yeah, I do. I want to hit a better one. My mind's pretty full right now.
All right. That was a nice little draw you had there.
Not bad. Again, it
Not
felt
bad.
thin,
A little bit thin. Okay.
but not bad.
Well, so today, I believe that when we first started, you wanted to identify your irons. You wanted to get better at those and find some thoughts and some drills to work on not hitting it a little bit heavy. So we've talked about several different things, ways for you to move into that left side, kind of use the basketball drill to post
Yeah,
up.
I really felt that.
Okay. And any questions that you might have for me, or any thoughts about today, or anything I didn't explain?
No, I think it's good. I really learned what posting up means, and I think that'll help me in the long run as long as I don't start from the top with my arms.
Okay.
But I can feel it, getting into my left side, and then jumping is going to, I think, help me.
Okay, very good. And what about the last drill about just working on rotating those hips, just trying to find better balance? Is that nice?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is that like a stretch also for my hip, maybe?
Yeah, and I think it might be a little bit different feeling for you with your weight moving more into the outside of your left foot instead of your weight moving out towards your toes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Cindy, I really appreciate you coming today. I look forward to hearing how it goes and
I'll
how
call you,
you're
Abby.
working
Yep.
on your drills. And please
I'll be out here.
stay in touch and let me know.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I'll be working at it.
All right. You
All right.
enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Thank you. You too.